So since I have been very young, I have been told I would need a hearing aid.
Janice does not like this doctor.
No, I like the doctor. I just don't like the tools.
She doesn't like ENTs. It's not the doctor. The doctor's amazing. Does not like ENTs.
Good morning, everyone. You guys have no idea. I have to be careful with my intro because he's like, oh, we're on camera today. He gets so excited. So today is not a happy day for me. Look at this guy. I'm like, oh, what is this? What is Chick-fil-A waiting for me? Isn't that just the cutest? Paul knows me. Paul knows me. This is the only good thing about Chick-fil-A, guys. Just their chicken sandwich. That's it. Nothing else. Anyway, today is another not so happy appointment. What do I mean by that? I have to go to my neurotologist. Yes. So this is like an ear specialist for me. It's like equivalent to an ENT but higher learning in a specific area. And this doctor I listen to unequivocally. I don't even think I said that word right. But I am not a big fan of going to ear doctors. Guys, I was born with kind of weak ears. They thought by the age of 5 I was going to be deaf. That's how bad it was. But my parents did not give up on me. They were like, she will not. They prayed like crazy. They took me to a lot of doctors, kept up with my ears, you know, wanted it to be a-okay. And, you know, I didn't lose my hearing at 5. Instead, just my hearing diminishes over time, little by little. But I feel like it's like, it hits hard though. So we have to go to the ear doctor to make sure my ears are a-okay. You know, where's my hearing at, the hearing level. Because I believe this ear was like at 60 and this ear is at 80. So yeah, because this actually, I had a cholesteatoma. What is a cholesteatoma? Pretty much they had to repair my eardrum because it was just so damaged. And you know, I still have battle scars in there. A lot of doctors look and they're like, ooh, what happened? And I have to give them the whole update. So I'm like, yeah, I can't hear very well. And then of course during this whole mask thing, it's not that easy either. There goes Paul! Like I said, I'm not a big fan of going to the ear doctor. Sorry, the ear doctor to me is like going to the dentist. It is painful. My ears are very sensitive, so any type of testing I have to do, I'm like agonizing it. I'm like, oh my god, the pain, the discomfort afterwards, the mental torture. So let us go do that right now, guys.
Alright guys, so I dropped Janice off at the door because we're running a little bit behind. I parked in the parking garage, as you can tell. And I'm walking here with my pup. He's being the bestest boy there ever was and ever will be. And yeah, so now I'm walking into the building itself. People are parking where they're not supposed to be, but whatever, not my problem. And yeah, let's see how this appointment goes. Janice hates this doctor with a passion. Not because he's a bad doctor. He's amazing. He is excellent. His bedside manner is amazing. It's just she does not like ENTs at all. Trauma, bad things, but we'll see, guys. And now we wait. Janice does not like this doctor.
No, I like the doctor. I just don't like the tools.
She doesn't like ENTs. It's not the doctor. The doctor's amazing. Does not like ENTs.
Just I don't like the testing. I'm uncomfortable. It's painful for me, even though it's easy for others. This is not the same.
Yeah, her ears are very sensitive, so you have to understand that even the slightest thing or jerk in her ear, it's painful.
Alrighty guys, so we're done with my doctor appointment and we have great-ish news. So since I have been very young, I have been told I would need a hearing aid. And first time in ever I was told possibly no hearing aid. I was like, what? Dancing and whatnot. The doctor did talk to me about a new technology coming out in 5 years. That it is a type of medication that will help regenerate the, like nerve cells?
It'll help regenerate the nerves in the ears that typically before there was a hormone that would block the regeneration of the nerves, and one scientist out in San Francisco is developing a medication to block that hormone so that the nerves can regenerate and people with hearing loss can actually recuperate their hearing.
What?
So that's like cutting edge scientific technology.
So he definitely said that is something for me, and in 5 years that should be developed. I was like, yeah. So he's like, if you do that process, most likely you're not going to need a hearing aid in your lifetime. What? Which is awesome.
So Janice just did her hearing test, and her hearing has not gone down much from her previous hearing test, which was what, like 3 years ago was your last one? Maybe 2?
Yeah.
So, you know, her normal pitches of women and children, that tone is normal. But then, like, when you get into the lower pitches, like men's voice, that's where she starts having problems.
So I can have selective hearing when it comes down to men, which is awesome.
Now I know why she ignores me.
To be careful around like the deeper voices, because that's probably going to affect me a lot.
Background noise.
I will not lie, you know, if you guys ever have a conversation with me in person, there is going to be a lot of whats, a lot of huh, a lot, what did you say? Can you repeat that? And you know, of course, my close family and friends, you know, make jokes about it. They think it's silly and funny, but you know, it can affect me because it's like a reminder that something is wrong with me. So I'm not a big fan of that, but this is an idea for me for the future. I'm super happy and I can't wait to see what we do next. So another thing happened while we were in the doctor's office. So of course there's this gentleman. Many people notice Orion and they like to start up a conversation. Now sometimes this can bother me just because treat me like anyone else while we're out and about. Would you go to any random person and just start talking dogs to them? I have a dog. So do so many other people in the world. Are we really starting a conversation over my dog? Like, if my dog was not here, would you have acknowledged me still? That's kind of a thing that runs in my head, but you know, teach his own. Sometimes I get weird, unique people asking me a million trillion questions, and then I have some helpful people like today. So there was this gentleman at this appointment, and most of the time when I go to this doctor's office, guys, I am the youngest one there. Yeah, come on, hearing loss, like it's usually more for the older generation. And this gentleman sees me and then sees Orion, and out of nowhere he's like, I have a golden retriever too. Most people start their conversations like that, and I'm like, oh, no, we're the same. And you know, everybody else has a dog too. So, and he's like, yes, my daughter is a breeder. What? A breeder, you say? What? And he just started giving us her information, her website, and he was just like, as of right now, he was just like, she is the best golden breeder in Florida. And I was like, really? And he was just like, all our dogs are champs. If they are not champs, we don't even breed them. And I'm over here like, what? He gave me his daughter's personal phone number, and I just told him, I was just like, you know, my dog is getting older and I am excited and ready for his next possible prospect. I know a lot of you guys are excited for that, so I can't wait to take you guys along for that journey to train my next service dog. And this guy was just, he saw how well trained Orion was, and he's like, you will get a dog from us so easily because we can tell you know what you're doing. I was like, oh my gosh. So it's super exciting and I'm happy.
Because some breeders have like requirements before you take the dog home. Yeah. You know, they're not just going to be like, oh, you have cashed, here, take the dog. No, because they want to make sure the dogs are happy, healthy, and going to a safe, loving environment, which is perfectly reasonable. And when we already have a service dog trained golden retriever, they're like, yeah, we know you got this.
Yeah, because I will not lie, there are certain things that, you know, some people wouldn't like about Orion, such as we don't have a screened in or like fenced in backyard, so a lot of breeders do get nervous over that. But I tell them, you know, Orion knows his perimeter. He has amazing threshold training. He has an amazing recall. Like, that was the first thing we worked on before, you know, letting him loose in the backyard. And then another thing, you know, everybody to each his own, is that Orion is still intact. This gentleman did ask to see Orion, like, oh, can I give him love? And I was like, of course. I gave Orion his command. And he noticed Orion was still intact. And I have had some people not happy about that. You know, everybody's entitled to their opinion, but hey, don't yell at me now, because what I do is different from your points of view. And he asked me, he's like, is he intact? And I'm like, yes, he is. Now, a lot of you guys may wonder, why is he intact still? I personally didn't see the need to do it. Orion was not marking his territory, and also he is very well trained around a female in heat. Like, he will not go after them. I mean,
yeah, he does not.
I was able to train that. Imagine, we were around a female in heat when he was 9 months old. It was accidental. I didn't mean to put him in that situation, but it was a great training opportunity. And since then, I realized, I was just like, he's doing great. I don't need to do it. And plus, the last time our vet brought it up, like, hey, you need to do the surgery, yeah, the vet did not like really swayed us very well. I was just like, okay, why? Oh, well, it's not fair, he can't use them. And I just said, I was just like, we shouldn't be giving dogs human characteristics that aren't there, for one thing. So I understand, for a human man, how can you not let them, you know, do what they want to do sexually? And I'm like, that's not the same for a dog. He pretty much told me, like, that was it, like, it wasn't fair. And I was just like, okay, so what's gonna change about him once we do it? Oh, he won't be as energetic anymore. He may lose his drive to, you know, want to work. And also he's gonna he's gonna be a little bit overweight. I'm like, you're swaying us to do what we're doing right now, which is nothing. Yeah, literally, guys, that was our vet. And I looked at him, I was like, oh, I don't see the point then. Because the vet was also like praising Orion for being so fit and amazing. But then once he saw he was intact, he was like, oh.
And there's like 5 veterinarians in the vet office that we go to. So another one saw him at another time, and we asked them, like, hey, is it okay? And they go, if you don't want to, it's perfectly fine to keep them intact. Like, it's not a necessity. It becomes a necessity if they have health issues, or if they're excessively marking their territory, you know, or
they can't control themselves around a female in heat. I mean, and there are some dogs, and I've seen it, some dogs, like,
yeah,
they will be on a leash.
They're about to rip that leash.
Yeah, I mean, I have seen, I'm very proud Orion didn't learn that type of behavior, but to each his own. So back to the story. So this gentleman asked, is he intact? Because of course he probably saw that Orion was intact. And I was like, yes. Like, I was nervous to answer, and he, I guess, can see my facial expression, like, oh, I'm not gonna go crazy on you. He's like, there's no need, I agree with you. And I was like, oh my gosh. Yeah. And I told him, I was like, I've had a lot of breeders, a lot of dog lovers get mad about it. And I'm just like, you know, he doesn't mark his territory. He's very well trained. I didn't see the need to put him through that. To each his own, honestly. If your dog's intact or not intact, that was your decision. Guys, you have no idea. I get like a lot of crap for it. And I'm just like, but he's so well trained. Oh, that doesn't matter. But his behavior doesn't really match up to exactly why he would need the surgery. Oh, you should still do it for health reasons, because they could get cancer, this or that. And honestly, guys, I have been told in both different ways, if they're intact, they're gonna get cancer. If they're not intact, they're gonna get cancer. I'm like, so there just seems like there's more, no matter what, there's gonna be a health complication. But as of right now, Orion is very fit. I have only heard amazing things about Orion and how fit and muscular he is. And I, you know, say a little bit that has to do with him being intact. You know, we keep up with his exercise. I mean, always playing fetch, you know, making him like a good, strong boy that he is. I'm very happy, you know, to have been able to talk to this gentleman and, you know, possibly get my foot in the door for another breeder, which I'm super excited for. Because even though, you know, we do have a baby on the way, there is going to be a point that Orion will have to retire. And I think his retiring age, every service dog is different, every person is different. His retiring age for me personally is probably going to be around 6 to 7. You know, at 6 we're going to start leaning him off little by little. 7, you know, depending how he's doing, no more than 8 years old, because that can be a little bit old for a service dog. Now, everybody is different. There's some handlers out there that will have their service dog keep going until 10. I've even seen a service dog go up till 13. I mean,
That's a lot.
I'm pretty sure the dog was blind in one eye. Like, kind of, that's how old he was. But to each his own. And as long as you know what you're doing and you're taking every precautions and considering everything, that's all that matters. You are being an amazing handler for your pup. You know the best, so no, we can't jump in and just judge. Of course not. So there's this gentleman. We're right now at McDonald's. The baby's craving McDonald's. Trust me, I'm trying to convince it otherwise, but I have to get a McDonald's burger. I say that now, but once I eat it, I'm gonna, wow, I'm gonna love it. Anyway, so there's this guy in the McDonald's line who looks so much like Paul. And I just told Paul, I'm about to upgrade.
Yeah, what do you want, man?
Food! Guys, okay. So I know this has been a craze. I am not part of that craze. This is my first time getting it, but I've been really just wanting them because I am a Pokemon lover. I got a Pokemon card! Like, I don't know what I have. I'm not gonna open it just yet. But we went to our kind of closer Mickey D's. They are sold out. They even said we don't even think we're getting any back in. And I know in Mickey D's for these kids meals, they're limiting them to like 10.
So people used to come and they said it like it happened here. Someone came and bought like 150. Like, here, I'll pay 150 Happy Meals. I just want the cards. So they'd have to limit it to 10 Happy Meals per person per day. Because that, I'm sorry, that's insane to me that someone's gonna go throw down that much money for Happy Meals for a Pokemon card. But hey.
But I'm not part of that craze. I just want, I don't know. I'm a child at heart.
She's eating the Happy Meal and you have the cool card. Sure, why not? Simple.
Yes, I'm sorry guys, I'm a follower, okay? I wanted to be cool. No. But I'm super excited. This is like my childhood, so when I found out they were giving Pokemon cards, I was like, what? I had to go to like Toys R Us or the mall to get Pokemon cards when I was little. I have to just go to Mickey D's? That's awesome.
It's not for like the huge craze, it's just like, hey, it's cool to have, why not, you know, instead of a cheap plastic.
I paid, I didn't overdo. Like some of you adults out there. Chicken nugget! Alrighty guys, so now I am home, you know, a little bit more relaxed, chill, took off some of the blah blah to wind down a little. As you guys can see, I got more food. So the kids meal I got earlier today was a kids meal. So that wasn't gonna last long since I'm pregnant. So we went to get me some mozzarella sticks, which is, you guys are being so sweet with your comments saying how much I have a glow. I will not lie, I don't feel like I have a glow. I probably ask Paul like 20 times a day if I'm pretty and if I'm fat and ugly. Food tastes so much better. Like, I have an appetite. I love it. Like, just because of the food aspect, like, pregnancy has been amazing. Some of you guys do or do not know, I love food. But with my illnesses, it actually gets really hard to eat, and it sounds weird. I kind of have to be selective about things that I'm going to eat because I have to make it worth it, and hopefully it'll pack some pounds. And I have to be careful not to overeat or bleh. I'm in love with Slurpees and icy Cokes. Like, I can't help it. I have like one a day. I know. Different things are just so good. And I love it. Like, I love this feeling. I love this sensation. And I love that I have my love for food back again. Alright guys, this is where we end it. I'm going to take it easy. I am happy. I got great news from the doctor. And I can wind down. So guys, I'm going to wind down. Just enjoy today and take this as a win. I hope you guys are enjoying your day. Take it easy and enjoy your weekend. I really hope you guys like that. This week we came out with 3 vlogs. You know, we're trying to pump out some vlogs for you guys because I know you guys are interested to see our journey during this time. And thank you so much for all the patience and love. We appreciate it. Also, once again, we are expecting a baby! And I know a lot of you guys are being super supportive and helpful, and we appreciate that so much. We do have a baby registry down below in the description box, and it will take you to the site so you guys can check out what we have, what we're planning, what is for the future of this child. And do not forget, guys, the gender reveal is gonna be coming up soon! I'm so excited. It's really nice, and I feel super happy to see that this baby is loved by many, and that just warms my heart. Also guys, the first 50 people who send us a gift through our registry, we do have something to send back in return to say thank you, thank you, thank you. I am the type of person, honestly, I just can't receive something without giving something in return, just to show my gratitude, appreciation, love, all that. Also, don't forget to check out Orion's Instagram. We do some updates on there. Check out his story. You guys can definitely get updated on a little bit more information about our behind the scenes look. But if you want to get true behind the scenes, check out our Patreon. All the proceeds goes back into our YouTube channel, such as upgrading equipment. Patreon is something that we definitely show true behind the scenes. You guys get to see what is going on. And also, I do post the baby's photos of the ultrasound, like right there and then. And I know you guys are gonna love to see your little munchkin. So guys, I gotta take it easy. Me and Sushi have to take it easy. Paul is out running an errand. I don't know what he's doing. Pretty sure he's buying me a gift. Oh, I love my gifts. And I hope you guys have a wonderful weekend. Take it easy and enjoy life. Enjoy the small things. Even though it may be a cloudy, dark day and you feel like there's nothing to look forward to, try your best to look at the small little light. And it doesn't have to be anything big. Usually when I'm having a down day or feeling down about my medical health of some way or form, I look at Orion, and honestly, Orion's face and smile brightens my day, and I'm like, oh, he always reminds me that there's always something to look forward to. So guys, I hope you enjoy your weekend. Take it easy, and for now, adieu and good night.